you remember what are phrases and clauses. Today, we will learn a little bit more about clauses, so let us revise what a clause is. A clause is a group of words that acts as a part of speech. That is, it acts as a noun, an adjective or an adverb and conveys some sense. It may or may not stand alone to form a complete sentence or to convey a complete thought. It has a subject and a verb. Now let us look at this sentence. I know that the apples from the orchards of Kashmir are juicy. Now in this sentence, I know can stand alone on its own as a complete sentence, and so I know is an independent or a main clause. And the second part of the sentence, that the apples from the orchards of Kashmir are juicy, is a group of words which has a subject and a verb. So this entire thing is a dependent clause, and this dependent clause is answering the question, I know what? I know that the apples from the orchards of Kashmir are juicy. So this dependent clause is acting as a noun, and so this dependent clause is known as a noun clause. So what are noun clauses? Noun clauses work as nouns in a sentence. They answer the question what or who. They are usually introduced by that, if, whether, what, who, where or when. Let us look at a few examples. That it would rain seems unlikely. What seems unlikely? That it would rain. So this part, that it would rain, is a noun clause, and this noun clause is acting as a subject. Let us see how. How do we find out a subject in a sentence? We first identify the verb. Our verb here is seems, and then we place what or who before the verb. So what seems unlikely? That it would rain seems unlikely. So this part, that it would rain, is a noun clause which is the subject of the sentence. Everybody knows that he is an honest man. What does everybody know? Everybody knows that he is an honest man. So, that he is an honest man is the noun clause in this sentence. Now, this noun clause is also the object of the verb. We know that an object of the verb is the receiver of the action. So, everybody knows that he is an honest man. The verb here is knows. So, the object of the verb here is that he is an honest man. So, this noun clause is working like an object of the verb knows. Pay careful attention to how I am going to perform the surgery. Now, in this case, pay careful attention to what? Pay careful attention to how I am going to perform the surgery. So, in this case, how I am going to perform the surgery is acting as a noun, and this group of words is thus a noun clause. Now, this noun clause is also acting as an object of the preposition to. What is an object of the preposition? When a noun comes after a preposition, it is the object of the preposition. So, in this case, the entire noun clause, how I am going to perform the surgery, is coming after the preposition to. So, this is acting as an object of the preposition to. Now, if you notice carefully, what do we see? We see that pay careful attention to is not making complete sense on its own. Pay careful attention to is the independent clause here, which needs the dependent clause to complete its sense. So sometimes in the case of noun clauses, the independent clause needs the dependent clause to complete its meaning. That is because noun clauses are an essential part of the sentence. Learning that he was ill, I went to the hospital to visit him. Learning what? I went to the hospital to visit him. Learning that he was ill, I went to the hospital to visit him. So that he was ill is acting as an object of the participle learning. So what do we see here? We see that the part that he was ill is the noun clause, which is acting as an object of the participle learning in this case. The news that he won has made us happy. What has made us happy? The news has made us happy. Now this part that he won is acting as an opposition to the noun news. It is referring to the same thing. News that he won are actually referring to the same thing. So that he won is the noun clause which is acting as an opposition to a noun or a pronoun. Rick's greatest fear is that he may fail. What is Rick's greatest fear? Rick's greatest fear is that he may fail. So that he may fail is the dependent noun clause here. Now in this case, if you notice, it is completing the meaning of the verb is. If we just say Rick's greatest fear is, it is not complete in its sense. We will ask the question, what? What is? So that he may fail is the noun clause which is completing the meaning of the verb is. So in this case, the noun clause is acting as a verb complement because it is completing the meaning of the verb is. So what is a noun clause? A noun clause is a clause which acts like a noun in a sentence, and sometimes the independent clause is not complete without the noun clause in a sentence. A noun clause usually begins with words such as how, that, what, whatever, when, where, whether, which, whichever, who, whoever, whom, whomever, and why. Basically, what you need to know is identify a clause first in the sentence and see if it is doing the job of a noun or not in that sentence. I know that he did it. Sometimes we just say, I know he did it. We omit the conjunction that. So at times the use of the conjunction is omitted. So I know what? I know that he did it, or I know he did it. So that he did it or he did it, both are noun clauses in the sentence. Now that you have learnt about noun clauses, let us try to do this exercise. Identify the sentence with a noun clause. Let us read all the sentences first. The books that are borrowed from the library must be returned. It is strange that she has not called till now. I went online for more information to complete my project. Let us take the first sentence. The books that are borrowed from the library must be returned. Let us identify the dependent clause first. That are borrowed from the library. Now this clause is actually describing the noun books. So this is not a noun clause but an adjective clause. Let us come to the third sentence. I went online for more information to complete my project. Now this sentence has no dependent clause, so it has no noun clause. It is strange that she has not called till now. In this sentence, let us identify the dependent clause first. That she has not called till now. What is strange? That she has not called till now. So this sentence, it is strange that she has not called till now, is the sentence with the noun clause. So what did we learn today? We have learned that noun clauses are a group of words which have a subject and a verb, and they do the job of a noun in a sentence. In some sentences, the independent clause does not make complete sense without the dependent noun clause. I know noun clauses can be a little difficult to understand, but you know that practice will make you perfect. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at DeltaStep.com or download the DeltaStep app to get all learning resources as per ICSE, CBSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures across maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve your slightest of doubts. That's not all. You can also win amazing prizes like PlayStation, iPad, watches and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So learning at DeltaStep is not just fun and easy, it is also rewarding. So register for free now.